One of my subscribers asked me to review the Armenian Slingers as he thought they were a good unit. I was highly skeptical, to say the least. Slingers usually perform terribly compared to archers and crossbows, and the Armenian Slinger would probably be the same. I was wrong. I was very wrong. The Armenian Slingers are another unit unique to the Sassanids and are one of the most expensive slinger units in the game at 450 talents. They are a tier 2 medium slinger unit and pack quite a punch with their slingshot. This isn't because of their missile damage, which is the standard 50 base and 0 armor penetrating damage for all slingers in the game, but because of their really high rate of fire. With a value of 12, these slingers completely outclass any other skirmisher in the game. This ability to fire rapidly is complemented perfectly by their access to precision shot, which helps the slinger unit the most among all skirmishers. This is because the 50% increase to missile damage provided by precision shot only affects base damage, and the missile damage stat of 50 for slingers is comprised entirely of base damage. So, with 75 missile damage and a rate of fire that is double or even triple that of most archers and crossbowmen, these units can turn lethal very, very quickly. With a range of 175 as well, these slingers can comfortably take cover behind an infantry line and fire at a safe distance. Slingers in Total War Attila occupy a niche role in the battlefield, and Armenian Slingers, despite their excellent stats so far, are no different. Having no armor penetration in their missiles makes these units a complete waste when firing into units with shields, even more so than archers. This is because, with their high rate of fire, these units will quickly deplete their ammunition if you don't pay attention and become essentially useless. This is something that other skirmishers like crossbowmen or archers do not suffer from, partly because of their higher ammo and partly because of their lower reload speed. Ammunition for these units is a concern. With access to 14 volleys, there is a very high chance that these units would have depleted their ammunition by mid-game. It depends on you then to use these units at the right targets. Cavalry, for one, is probably the biggest and best target for these units. Slingshots now carry a 25% penalty to movement and charge speed. This penalty is applied for 12 seconds. Firing a volley off with your slingers before charging your cavalry at the enemy cavalry will ensure then that you have a significant upper hand in the battle. That's not all though. Even without any AP damage, the Armenian Slingers tear through even armored cavalry very quickly, especially with the precision shot turned on. The other prime target for these units are double-handed axes or falx units. These units do not have a shield and also usually have very poor armor, so using Armenian Slingers to get rid of them will be much more effective than using an archer. Finally, the Armenian Slingers will do very well against enemy skirmishers. The need for armor penetrating ammunition is not necessary when fighting other skirmishers, who themselves have very low armor stats. On the other hand, having high reload rates and a good missile block chance matters a lot. The Armenian Slingers delivers on both these fronts with their 12 rate of fire and a massive 40% chance to block missiles. Armenian Slingers wear leather armor, which is surprisingly effective at a value of 40. They also have excellent health at 99 and great morale at 43 as well. Their melee stats are next to nothing, of course. These units wield a dagger that gives them a paltry weapon damage of 6 and have very poor melee attack and charge bonuses as well. The Armenian Slingers are a tricky unit to use effectively. Their ammunition must be maintained carefully, and they cannot be used effectively against a lot of units. However, they make their presence felt by killing off cavalry and skirmishers very quickly, which makes them an invaluable addition to the Sassanid roster. Recommended upgrades, 0. Recommended role, Niche Skirmisher. Only use these units against unshielded infantry and cavalry. Their low ammunition ensures that while they will be effective at killing off enemy skirmishers, they won't have any ammo left to deal with the real threats of your opponent's army. Recommended number 2 to 3. The Armenian slingers work best when brought in numbers, where they will rip through enemy cavalry through brute force. They do cost a lot though, so bringing too many of them can do more harm than good. My name is Blade Master. Hope you enjoyed this unit review and stay tuned for more.